Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with another Mixed Manny chat. I am doing something real simple today. Compliments of Shannon Paetzel, who was my advent calendar buddy. This was one of the combinations that she gave me in one of the days. I want to say it was day 1. It could have been day 2. But Snow Buddy, Accent Pack, and You'll Love It, which totally fits with how I want to ring in Christmas. And so on the eve of Christmas Eve, we are here to do our nails. And I am so very thankful that I had the foresight of requesting today off of work as well as tomorrow off of work. We only have Christmas as a paid holiday this year. And I had a whole bunch of things happening this weekend, so it was one of those where it was like, I better ask for the day off. And so I did. Since these accent nails, I only have like one of each of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use these for the pointer fingers and these for my pinkies. And then the rest are going to be You'll Love It. But yeah, lots going on. We have a lot going on at work too, but I set everyone up to be successful without me for a couple of days. And I just needed to take those days off because on Saturday we went to go see my niece Emmeline perform in the Nutcracker. So that was a day of pretty much travel and spending time with my brother and his family. And then we didn't get back until really late. Luckily, there was a delivery that was being delivered when we were gone, and I was kind of freaking out about it because with the holidays around, there's been a lot of folks just getting stuff taken from their porches, and we didn't have any issues like that for a while. In fact, we hadn't had any issues until maybe most recently, like about a month ago, or maybe a little less, where one of our Amazon packages was stolen. So the package that I hadn't expected to arrive on the day we were going to be gone was going to arrive well later than, when we were going to be home. There were a couple of packages that arrived that day, but one of the packages arrived early enough in the day where we hadn't left yet, but the other one, the tracking said it was delivered in the afternoon when we were on the road. And so, I asked my mom, hey, do you think my aunt could possibly go and, pick up the package for us? She lives like a mile or so away from us. So, not that far. But then we thought better of it, it would inconvenience her. She's older, and, my mom had the bright idea. Our neighbor, Jennifer, she's like, well, maybe we can ask Jennifer to do it. And so, lo and behold, she reached out to Jennifer. Jennifer was at work, but she said she'll, take care of it for us when she got home from work after 5, and luckily the package was still there when she got home, and so she took it in for us and brought it to us the next morning. And so I was so thankful. My mom had given her some, I think, pineapple cakes, and then I had made those brownie sundae cookies, and I had extras, and so I made sure to package it in a nice little box and had my mom give it to Jennifer too, just as a thank you for taking that package for us and keeping it safe. So what was in the package? What's in the box? 2 pairs of Skechers shoes for my niece Amalika, and I did not want her to miss out on getting her new shoes because she's already running holes in the shoes that she had, and so really wanted to make sure she had her shoes. So luckily it all worked out. And then my niece Emelyn and her performance, oh, she had so much stage time, even though she had small characters and like she had small roles. She was a party boy, which I think the people in charge of the costumes were just very creative, because they had a lot of you don't get enough like boys that are into ballet and dance, and so you have more girls playing the parts of party boys. And so what the costumists have done is those with like longer hair, they're put up in tight buns, and then they put cute page boy hats on them so that it makes it like look more like boyish. And so I thought that was genius. So really awesome. And then she was also a soldier. Was she a toy soldier? She played 3 parts. I know one of them was Trepak. And I keep forgetting what Trepak is until she shows up on stage. But it's this cute little, like, it makes me think of like maypoles. But they have these little tiara looking headbands made of flowers, and really cute like country style dresses, reminiscent of, reminds me of The Sound of Music actually. For some reason, even though they didn't wear dresses like that, but I don't know why. But really cute. And yeah, but she keeps getting assigned to the same roles, and it's a lot of work. And now that she's in middle school, she's scaling back on her dance. So no more Nutcracker for next year is what she said, and that's fine. She's going to still have performances in other shows, but just not the Nutcracker. I guess the Nutcracker is one of their bigger performances. The production of it was just really outstanding. I feel like each year they just outdo the year before as far as the stage presentation, the music, the dancers. I don't think any one of them messed up at all during this whole performance. So it was very enjoyable. But before we went to my niece's Nutcracker performance, we had driven down to San Diego, and my mom had made food and also bought food. But one of the things that she prepared, which was because I told her she should prepare, was this tuna noodle casserole that she hadn't prepared in like decades. Like the last time I remember eating it was literally when I feel like I was still living up in Northern California when I was in high school, or maybe when I went home for college for like winter break or summer break or whatever. Maybe she might have made it, but I don't recall her having made it in a very long time. And so I had asked her if she could make that, and she did. It was just so good. You know how there's dishes that you remember from your childhood, and it's like haven't had in a long time, and then you have it, and it's just, it brings you back. It's so nostalgic and awesome. So my brother also was like, oh man, haven't had this in a long time. So yeah, it was really nice. And yesterday was hanging out with Mama Carla and her family. So we had, well, Panda Bear actually prepared most of this, but we had an appointment at Santa's house at the Americana in Glendale. And if you have the money for it and you're in the local area, Santa's house in the Americana, oh, top-notch, wonderful experience there. Yes, even if you have your time slot, you have to plan to wait in line for a bit, but it's worth it. Like, the way they decorate for the photo shoot and the way they handle the photo shoot is just very professional, very magical, I want to say, and overall wonderful experience. The photos that we got from the photo shoot, as well as an ornament and a magnet, and we got the digital photos too. They sent us those via email, as well as like a video of like the prep of the photos, like the photo shoot session. And it's just really cool, very memorable. And so we had to wait in line for the photo shoot, and Allison was playing with her hat, and she had accidentally flung it, and it went over the railing into an area where it was out of reach for her. And Uncle was going to go all the way around to go get it, but one of the families that were in front of us in line, one of their boys actually went down there and got it for her. So that was really cute and very nice of them to do that. They didn't have to, but it was, great Christmas spirit vibes. Love that. So yeah. And then we were rushing. All of us had to go potty. Like, we were waiting in line for so long for the photo shoot that afterwards, luckily, the theater, AMC theater that we went to watch Sonic 3 was literally like right there by Santa's house. So we all rushed into the theater. Panda Bear had already ordered the provisions in advance and got our ices and our sodas and our snackies and found our seats. And then we all took turns going to the restroom to get ready for the movie. And so if you are into Sonic, I feel like Sonic 3 is the best out of the 3 so far. Very enjoyable seeing it on the big screen. I won't say more than that because I don't want to accidentally reveal any spoilers or anything like that for those that want to go see the movie. Just memorable. And there are like scenes towards the end during the credits, so you will want to stay and watch those if you don't want to miss anything. So yeah. And then after the movie, we were going to go to Cheesecake Factory because it was right there near the theaters too, but it was going to be a 3-hour wait. And we were like, no way. I mean, we were a party of 8, so, pretty big party. And, 4 kids that are like pretty picky. And so I was kind of glad that it didn't work out, that we were going to go to Cheesecake Factory, and we didn't. We ended up going to Polly's Pies, which is a really great diner, reminiscent of like IHOP, Marie Callender's, just a little more like a step up, I guess I would say. And so that was enjoyable because we had like a booth area in the restaurant, like all the way in the corner, all to ourselves. So it was nice. Our nieces could be a little bit, more rambunctious and not have to worry about disturbing any of the other patrons. So yeah. And then when we got back to the house, we were all kind of like tuckered out, but of course the nieces still wanted to do something, and I had brought over a puzzle for us all to do, and so we were working on the puzzle, and then my nieces basically like tuckered out and passed out, and so yeah, really, really lovely Sunday evening, but I cannot imagine had I not taken the days off that I did, like what Panda Bear and I would be like dealing with right now as far as like rushing to and from my office and back and trying to wrap gifts and all of that. It would be kind of disastrous, I feel like. So really glad that I took today off. I spent most of today baking cookies, actually. I had wanted to make sure I baked the cookies that are Panda Bear's favorites. They're these like rainbow sprinkle, like, when you go to a Mexican bakery and they have pan dulce and they have these rainbow sprinkle cookies. So that is Panda Bear's favorite. And so I wanted to make sure that I made those for Christmas for him. And originally I was going to do it like with my nieces, but then I thought better of it because Mama Carla's got a lot to prepare for Christmas Eve, and I don't want to be all up in her kitchen when she's trying to prepare all the things that she needs to prepare. So decided, nope, I'm gonna make the cookies at home, and a day ahead, because those cookies will be good, the very next day, no problem. And I also made, so the other week I made the brownie sundae cookies because Amalika wanted them, and they were a huge hit. Lilith wanted just the plain sugar cookie, with pink frosting. And so I was like, well, I'm already making kind of like a sugar cookie for Uncle. Let's go ahead and make Lilith's cookies too. So for those that haven't been keeping up with my Manny chats, you must know that I don't have a working oven. I use a toaster oven, and it's only big enough to fit like 2 cookies at a time on the tray for baking. And so when you're making like a dozen cookies, it literally takes like half the day. But you know what? It's worth it when my nieces or Panda Bear, just anybody, when they actually enjoy the cookies that I make for them. So yeah, I let my pops be the taste tester of the cookies, of course, and he said they were good, so we're good to go. And luckily those sugar cookies with the pink frosting are chilled cookies, so I made them and I just stuck them in the fridge. So we're gonna bring those over tonight, and leave them at Mama Carla's house, along with all of the presents that, well, mostly Panda Bear's wrapping them right now. I help wrap most of like the stocking stuffers. And then I had wrapped earlier today all of the Santa gifts for Amalika. And so we're all set. So, yeah. But this year, shipping's been really good. Things have arrived, if not on time. Like, I thought some of the things that I ordered were going to be late, but they actually ended up arriving on time. And one of the things that I had ordered that was really frustrating for me was from this company called Printer Picks, and they print photos on lots of different things, such as puzzles and calendars, blankets, all of that. I ordered one of each type of thing. I'm not going to say for who they were for, but the blanket arrived first, which shocked me because I thought the blanket would be the last thing to arrive. But the calendar was one that I was like, dude, I need this calendar to arrive before Christmas because I need to gift it to somebody that I was going to see before Christmas. And that one literally arrived the day right before I needed it. So it was absolutely perfect. And then the puzzle is one that I thought, oh man, the puzzle's not going to arrive in time for Christmas. But then it did. So I'm so excited. But because of the angst that the company has caused me in waiting for the gifts, mind you, I ordered these Black Friday, so literally like weeks ago, almost a month, and to just have the last bit of my order arrive the day before Christmas Eve is just, I can't justify ordering from them again. So yeah, but yeah, at least everything arrived, and all of the gifts that we ordered, no porch pirates have taken them or anything like that. So we're all set to have a lovely Christmas. And the only thing that I need to make tomorrow, roasted Brussels sprouts are what I'm in charge of. And then I also told Mama Carla I would make hot chocolate in my Instant Pot because the kiddos have been asking for hot chocolate, and well, we kept telling them, okay, wait till Christmas Eve, you'll have hot chocolate. So I already made homemade whipped cream because Mama Carla's gonna be making a bunch of pies, and the whipped cream's gonna go great with it, but it's also gonna go great with the hot cocoa. So yeah. And once we get Christmas done, then New Year's is going to be my main thing. I will be making prime rib in memory of my Uncle Harry. And yeah, at Polly's Pies I ordered prime rib just because I wanted a taste of prime rib made from someone else before I make my own, just as a reminder. Don't really eat prime rib often. It's usually a once a year kind of thing. So because Polly's Pies had the prime rib and it was a really decent price for it, I ordered that. So yeah, but that's pretty much what's been going on in my life. I know I haven't been making too many Manny Chat videos, and that's because work has just been a bit overwhelming, and also my schedule's been kind of funky because Lilith is in soccer, so it's kind of like trying to balance the commute. So sometimes I have to stay at the office until like 7 or 8 p.m. Even though I go into the office, I start my shift at 6 a.m. So, you know, those long days kind of bleed into my other days where I'm just too dang tired to film a video, and I'll just do my nails like off camera and stuff like that. But I thought I'd at least do this one on the eve of Christmas Eve so I can wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Here is my final look. And now we gotta go play Santa because the kids should be asleep, and we can go stick all the gifts under the tree at Mama Carla's house. And so, with that said, if you've watched all the way through to this, snowman emoji, Christmas tree emoji, love it. And yes, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.